Nogometno prvenstvo naš je novi izazov. Nije da smo se sreli u avionu, ali putem do Katra sinula nam je jedna ideja. Toliko puno naših igrača i trenera igra ili je igralo ili radi diljem svijeta. Pozovimo u svaku emisiju po jednog i analizirajmo sudionike ovog svjetskog prvenstva. Tko će doći najdalje i kome će Katar donijeti najviše sreće? Ture i Kera na vrućem katarskom pijesku u nogometnom žargonu.
Opet Kera, moramo biti puni energije. Bez obzira na sve.
Slažem se s tobom. Ma slušaj, dobro sam, iako nisam danas baš se oduševio sa našom izvedbom, ali dobro sam jer znam šta nas je moglo desiti i zbog toga, osjećam se osjećam se stvarno dobro.
Da, ono što sam htio reći, nije nas bilo jedan dan, nestao nas zeza internet, evo vidi se i sad i po ovom videu da imamo malo tehničkih problema, ali dok se radi uvijek se može desiti tako nešto, jer tehnika je čudna stvar kao što su i čudne reprezentacije koje se pojavljuju na svjetskom prvenstvu. Tako mogli smo danas vidjeti sjajan Maroko koji je pružao nevjerovatan otpor Hrvatskoj i čak mogu reći da s obzirom na Njemačku da smo dobro i prošli.
Dobro kažeš, dobro smo i prošli, ne samo s obzirom na Njemačku, s obzirom i na druge velike reprezentacije koje će još imati problema, a imali su ih već, kao što je na primjer Argentina. Dakle, doživjeli smo to svjetsko prvenstvo na neki način još neokrznuti za sada. Da,
slažem se. Daj mi malo, prije nego što krenemo dalje, moram reći našim gledateljima da ćemo i čekamo njegovo uključenje. Dylan Hughes bit će naš gost, bivši igrač, doduše nije on toliko star, 37 godina mu je, dobra igračka karijera, iza njega igrao je, ti više znaš, u Njemačkoj, čak i u Engleskoj, bio je mladi reprezentativac i Velsa i Kanade, pa ćemo ga iskoristiti za Kanadu, jer ovo što smo također gledali danas od Kanade mogao bi se dali zabrinuti, jer nevjerovatno potentna reprezentacija, energična, rade pressing gotovo po cijelom terenu, ono pitanje je samo koliko mogu izdržati tako.
Pa da, ovo što sam danas vidio je bilo impresivno. Dakle, siguran sam da i veći nogometni stručnjaci nisu očekivali ovakvu Kanadu. Mislim, ne moramo se lagati, nikoga danas ne možeš više podcijeniti, ali da ovako Kanada stisne Belgiju i da maltene im veći dio utakmice ne daju disat, što bi vi rekli, to je već nešto posebno. Se slažeš?
Da. Je, slažem se. Vidi da li je to Dylan stigo. Da li se Dylan priključio?
Dylan, do you hear us? Where are you?
Hi, Mirsad. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes. We hear you very well. I'm here with my partner and producer, Vlado.
Hi, Vlado.
Hi. Dylan, turn on video.
When it's possible. Oh,
Yes, that's it. Nice to meet you, Dylan. Yes.
Nice to meet you too, Vlado. How are you?
Yes, I have to tell you in beginning, we have in Croatia a sports show named Sunday Sport, and every Sunday we bring a guest in our studio, but Mr. Keric has this idea, and I said, why not?
Perfect. How's everything in Croatia?
Right now I'm in Qatar, in Doha, but Mirsad is in Croatia.
Okay. Yes, I've been many times to Croatia with Mirsad.
Yeah.
Many times.
So, as ex-football player, probably you follow the World Cup.
Yeah, of course. Everybody now in Canada is following the World Cup closely because this is the second time Canada has been involved in a major tournament like this.
Yeah. They show itself in the best way. Probably Croatian coach should be worried about this, what we saw today.
I mean, they had a good game against Belgium. I think they should have capitalized on their chances better. But I think Canada has come a long way in world football. I think they've proven now that they can compete on the top level against teams like Belgium. In the qualification, they beat Mexico, they beat USA. So I think it's not an easy team. We don't have the experience like Croatia. Croatia is a big big mentality. They're for big tournaments, So this will be a good test, and I think a very interesting match for both teams, and we're excited. We have in Canada, we have a big Croatian community here.
I know, community.
And
I know.
Every time that in the Euros, we all go down to the Croatian community center to watch the games, because there you have the best atmosphere. So.
Yeah, that's what we saw today. A very young team, Canadian, very fast. They play modern football with a lot of pressing, and against one of the best European teams, they show the great game, a lot of energy.
Yeah, no, you see, Canada has a lot of pace on both sides, left and right side. We have a good, strong, intelligent captain, Atiba, who's played at a high level in Europe.
Davis,
So Afonso, unfortunately, he missed the chance. I think that Jonathan David up front, he just needs to get on the goal, get one goal, and I think he'll have success in this tournament for sure. So it's a young team, great team, but still learning from a big tournament like this is an experience. This is the first time they've been in it, so I think a lot of the players may be nervous, but they credit to them. They did a great job pressing Belgium. Belgium is, what are they ranked, second or third in the world? Canada is ranked, I think, 34. So it was a good result, good performance. Everybody can be happy.
Of course, I know Alphonso Davies from Bayern. I know David from Lille, but I don't know other guys from where they are coming. Tell me something about the Canadian League, where they play in MLS. I don't know a lot.
So you have like Tejan Buchanan, who plays on the wing. He plays in Club Brugge. I think he's one of the most interesting players in the team. Obviously, everybody knows Afonso from Bayern Munich and Jonathan David, but I think Tejan Buchanan is a phenomenal player. His next move, I'm sure he can play in England or in Spain in middle to top teams. He's only 23 years of age. Is an interesting player. Good technique, good speed. He showed it today versus Belgium. I think the other one, some of the players that, not all of them were starting, but is Ismael Kone, the center midfielder from Montreal Impact. This is also, he's 20 years of age. I think that there's interest there from the Premier League. I think he's the next big player to transfer. So a lot of talent. The more experienced players like Milan Borjan, in the back, and Atiba, who's been at Besiktas for a number of years now. These are all players that the young ones look up to. But overall, I mean, a lot of the players now, they're playing in Europe, in Turkey. Kyle Larin, he was in Besiktas, and he's gone also to Club Brugge. Some of the players we have in the MLS, like Cavallini, he's in Vancouver Whitecaps, although his contract now has come to end. So for some of these players, I think it's a good stage for them to present themselves in front of the whole world, and hopefully something comes for these players at a higher level,
It's true, Dylan. It's true. And I know you told me about the Canadian national team before a few years. You're absolutely expert about the Canadian and American market. What's also very interesting, you play in different countries. You play in Greece, in Germany also. What's your meaning about the game today of the Germans against Japan? And also, I like to give the people who look us now the possibility to write some questions for Dylan. It's a question about Canadian football, German football, or something else. We will put into the question. But first of all, Dylan, what are you thinking about the game today, German against Japan? How you see this?
Mir said, that's a good question, but I didn't see the game because here the game was on, I think, at 2 a.m. Because of the time change. We're 9 hours behind Germany.
Okay.
So for us, the game was very early. I only saw some of the highlights, so I can't comment so much on the game. I wasn't going to wake up at 2 a.m. to see the match,
But
so,
what you will see about the situation, you know the situation. You live so many years in Germany. You are also still in contact with German friends, and you are 2 or 3 times in the year in Europe. What you say for this development in the last 4 years? 2080, Germany is kicking out on the group stage. Now it's don't look so good because the next game is against Spain. What you thinking? What has happened in the German football?
Oh, it's a good question. I think look, you see Argentina. They lost against Saudi Arabia, which was a big major upset. Germany losing to Japan. I mean, Japan is I think we don't give them enough credit. They have some fantastic players. They're very disciplined, tactically very well organized. I don't know if the mentality that Germany went into the game thinking that they had already won, but
to be
I
honestly,
think,
Dylan, but I can give you some shortcut. To be honestly, German don't play bad. Maybe when you see the result, you will say, okay, German have a bad game, but German was not so bad. The Japanese was on the second half. They was so powerful. It was amazing. Vlado, you see the game also. How you see the game? What you will say for the game concretely, Vlado? Do you
Sorry,
hear me?
Kere. Yeah.
Yeah. The Germans don't play so bad, or?
Yeah, I didn't watch that match. Sorry, guys.
That's great.
I cannot watch everything.
At least, hey, Vlado, at least I had a good excuse. Yeah. The game was on too early for me, but I don't know about you.
Yeah, but not for me. We are in day when I have to work something, but I cannot watch every match.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Dylan, tell me what you know about Croatian team. How you see? You tell already something, but what you see from the match?
What do I think? What's my what is my opinion? Oh.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, Croatia. Croatia is a phenomenal team because every tournament they have a good result. I think in the last Euros they were unlucky not to win in the final. But Canada has a lot of respect for Croatia because of the individual players that they have. Luka Modric, Kovacevic. Such a good team. I think if I'm correct, a lot of younger players now are coming into the national team in Croatia. Yes. So it's giving these young players an opportunity. But Croatia is a big mentality team. They perform on the world stage. Always they're not afraid. So I think you're gonna see a strong Croatia team, and I think Canada is gonna have a tough time, but I think it's going to be a great match. I don't know all of the young players coming now out of in the national team, but I'm also interested to see some of these young players, the center back, Sutalo from Dinamo.
Yes.
Šutalo, yes.
Šutalo, yeah.
Josko Guardio from Red Bull.
Yeah.
A lot of very. I mean, you look at the teams that all the Croatian players in the national team are playing for. I mean, it's Hoffenheim, Tottenham, Real Madrid, Leipzig, Chelsea, Frankfurt, Celtic, Bayern. These are top teams. So I think you guys have a great coach, Dalic. I think that the team can do very well in this World Cup. So I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of Croatia. I like to see them play.
Thank you.
For me, obviously, I want to see Canada do well, but it's just nice to see a good football match.
Yeah. You also start coaching.
I was coaching in Munich in 1860 Munich for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then I started to work more with the player representation. Mirsad helped me a lot with that. I like to work with the players more so on the management side than coaching on the field, and also gives you the opportunity to travel and to create relationships with all different clubs. So this was a good experience for me, and now I'm doing this here in North America, in Canada.
Yeah. I will tell you now one joke. You are start coaching in Croatia. We have a population around 4 million. I can say that, and we have 4 million coaches. So it's a big expectation, and everybody think that Russia 4 years ago that we can do the same thing now.
4 million coaches and 2 million agents, I'm sure. No,
yes.
if you're not a coach, you're an agent.
Now I have my academy, Dylan. Now it will be much more. I make the education for that.
For sure. If you're working with Mirsad, learning from him, you have a great mentor. He's a very well-traveled, knowledgeable, guy for football, and I think he's done really well in this business. So he helped me, and I'm sure he can help a lot of other people wanting to get into the management side of football. He's seen it as a player, as a coach, and as a manager, and overall is a good friend and a good guy.
Thank you, Dylan. Someone in the future. Let's see what's happened. We know what will happen 2026, but how you see it, this new World Cup, and in 3 different countries. Did you have some news for us? How are the preparation are running? What's your opinion about that?
So I know that the host cities for Canada is Toronto and Vancouver. So we will have some games here in Vancouver, which is my home city. This is, I said, a good thing because we have a very large Croatian community. So Lado, I think that next time we see us in Vancouver here for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But they'll share this with the United States and Mexico. I don't know all the details, which cities are going to be hosting in the United States, but I'm sure it'll be LA, New York, some of the big cities. With I know New York is in the process now of building a new stadium. They just got approved. And Mexico, I mean, we know they massive teams like Club America. Those stadiums will be used. So it will be a joint effort. I'm sure a lot of planning, a lot of marketing, but it's going to be good for North American football. It's going to be good for Canadian football. One of the conditions was Canada needed to have their own professional soccer league. Canada was before, I think, one of the only countries, along with Afghanistan, that didn't have their own professional league. So 3 years ago, they started the CPL, the Canadian Premier League, which is now up and running, and it's been a great league for young Canadian players to come in. One of the center backs, Joel Waterman, he's with the Canadian team now. He came through the CPL, so it gives young Canadian players a chance to get into the market and from there into the national team and to the MLS. So it's a growing league. Atletico Madrid, I don't know if you know, Atletico Madrid bought the team in Ottawa. So Atletico Ottawa. There was talk of Bayern Munich maybe buying a team, but then, with the pandemic, that was all that stopped. So now next season in Vancouver, we'll get a new team. So the league is growing. It's slowly growing.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Do you think, Dylan, after the game today, okay, they lose, but do you think that Canada have the chance to go to the next stage after the group?
Mirsad, you know better than me. In football, anything's possible, right?
Yeah, but you know the team better than we. Perhaps when I don't see this game today, I was thinking about, Canada is out. But what I see today, that really impressed me, Okay, I hope that they will have not so good day against Croatia, and that Croatia win the game. But I see today Canada, for me personally, is a better team than Morocco. They're more dynamic. They're younger. They're really tough and stay really good in the defense and have a great fast wingers. I don't see this today by Morocco.
Yeah, I think if Canada can get at least one win and another draw, if they tie with Croatia and they beat Morocco 4 points, this could be enough to get them through. I think Croatia is going to be a tough match for them. Maybe tougher than Belgium, my opinion. But look, like I said, anything's possible. We see if Alfonso, I thought he played well today, but he was carrying an injury as well. If the players can stay fit, I think that they can definitely get a result against Morocco, and if they bring a good performance versus Croatia, we'll see.
And on the end of the day, we don't forget that they just lose 1-0. They lose, but they lose just 1-0. Look the next two games. Let Belgium draw with Morocco. Croatia must win the last game, or However, it's not so bad position for Canada in the moment.
No, you're right. You're right.
Again, I don't know. Is this just a great day from them, or they can repeat that again the next two games?
I don't think it's luck. We saw it. They played Mexico. I mean, you saw Mexico and Poland. They drew 0-0. Canada beat Mexico in the qualification. We beat USA in the qualification. So we have the quality to get a result versus these teams. So it just depends. If obviously in football you need everything going for you, the referees, everything, the mentality. Players need to show up on the big day. Some of the players maybe are nervous. Hopefully this doesn't affect Alfonso, that he missed a penalty. He's a strong player, but mentally needs to overcome this now and focus. I think that he was not supposed to take that penalty. Usually it's Jonathan David, but maybe they changed something. So we will see. But no, I believe in the team. They can do it.
Yeah, Dylan, who is your favorites for win that championship?
Who do I want to win, or who do I think will win?
Yeah, who you want, and what you think?
I think that England. But
who's your favorite?
I probably have to say Wales, because of my family. We're from Wales. So when Mir said, if you remember, we were in Osijek watching Croatia versus Wales. This was when Gareth Bale was playing, and Croatia beat us. and I think it was 3-1, something like this. But the Croatian fans in Osijek were singing afterwards or during the game that they need to get Bale a Croatian passport, or if only he had a Croatian passport. So
Yes.
this is my.
I also
my
know
team.
that you introduced me. I can remember that you introduced me to Gareth Bale. He was in the hotel.
Yes.
It was really, really nice experience for me. I must to be honest. You know, he is really a great guy.
We went to the hotel where they were staying at. I remember.
Yes.
And we met with the team there. That was a nice experience because my uncle, he was an assistant coach there with Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
No, I'd like to see Wales do well for sure. But I'm also a big fan of Croatia, not because I'm on now this conversation, but I like to see the team play a lot.
No.
So
thank you for this.
But when we speak about Wales,
Mirza,
you can give us also some information about Wales. You know, I don't forget it, but I'm sure you can give us some information what you have about them.
Look, Wales is. What would you like to know?
A red wall.
Hey.
About the red wall. You know, the coach of Everton, not coach, goalkeeper of Everton were our guest, and he said red wall. Like in defense, they have a red wall.
Fence.
Yeah, red wall. Yeah. No, look, Wales is. We've got a good young team as well. You know, a lot of the older players, they retired now. Bale's coming to the end of his career. But I think overall, I mean, Wales is a team with a big heart, big fighting spirit. We got some really good young players, coming out of the Premier League. Daniel James at Fulham, Brennan Johnson at Notts Forest. So I think in Harry Wilson, interesting young players for them to perform on the world stage. You know, kind of like Croatia, it's a similar team. A lot of the older guys have retired now. A lot of young players now stepping into that role and need to perform. So it's a big chance for them. Big chance.
What after Bale? He is now 36.
Yeah. Well, we see. Like I said, Harry Wilson, Daniel James, Brennan Johnson, Kiefer.
Yeah. We also have the same question. What after Luka Modric?
Who is it? Who is it for Croatia? Who's the next one?
Yeah. Who is the next one?
We will see in this tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy to say.
So, Mirza, do you have any question?
I think for the start, for the first time, we have enough information from Dylan. I hope he will have the possibility to come to some of the next broadcasts. In the moment, I have just the question: what's the time now in Vancouver? And what are you doing on your day today? Do you have some plans to do, and what you do in these days? And the World Cup is there.
Mirza, now it's about 2:40 in the afternoon, and already now the games are finished here. So I'll go. Usually my routine is in the morning, going to the gym. We'll watch a bit of the football match, and then in the afternoon, I'm just making some phone calls here, touching up with some players and some clubs. So this afternoon is pretty relaxed. Maybe go for a coffee somewhere. The weather today is is gray and rainy, so it's not so. No. In Vancouver, in Vancouver we're on the west coast here, and it's not so cold like in Toronto. So we have maybe 6-7 degrees. But go for a coffee, meet maybe with my brother, some friends, and just relax.
I would just ask the people who look the broadcast, did they have some questions? Yudi, ko prati trenutačno broadcast i podcast, naravno, da li imate neka pitanja za Dilana, možete napisati u komentare, a ja ću sad pozdraviti Tomislava. Tomislave, hvala za pozdrave, vraćamo ti pozdrave. I just told the people who look now, maybe they have some question for you, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
And why not, then, we will give you a free...
Thank you very much for being with us.
No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure. If you have any good Croatian players that want to come and play in Canada in the Canadian Premier League, let me know.
Sure, we have.
Let me know.
Yeah, we have.
We have one left. We have one left winger.
Yeah.
From the first Croatian league, you know.
Yeah.
He play also in few clubs in the region.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the son of Vladimir, you know, of Vlado. His son.
Yeah.
He speaks excellent English.
Vlado's the agent, huh? Vlado, you're the agent.
No, I'm just father.
Hey, but he have one problem. He have a girlfriend in Croatia. I think we must arrange something for his girlfriend also, you know.
Okay, no problem. We make the visa.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Vlado, nice to talk to you. Huh? Be safe in Qatar.
See you soon.
And good luck on versus Canada. Okay.
You are 2 p.m. I'm 2 a.m. and Mirsad is midnight, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mirsad.
I'm in the midnight. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye. Take care.
Ciao, guys. Ciao. Take care.
Ciao.
Super,
lagano ćemo odjaviti ovu emisiju, jer ne znam gdje si, dosta je loš internet i stvarno se mučim ovih dana sa internetom, ali eto, imali smo priliku čuti sjajnog gosta, Dylan Hughes, bivši reprezentativac Kanade i Walesa, čak u mlađim kategorijama, za oba dvije reprezentacije nastupao. Nismo prevodili, možda ima automatski prevoditelj, ali eto, nadamo se da ljudi razumiju engleski.
Ma mi smo svjetska nacija, mi razumijemo, kad se rodimo već razumijemo 4 jezika, a kamoli kad malo prohodamo.
Da.
Ništa ljudi, hvala vam za
malo bi odmorio, malo bi otišao spavati.
Da.
Nemoj me gnjaviti više.
Zahvalimo još jednom, Vlado, ljudima koji još su sada s nama i svima koji naravno će gledati ovaj stream i podcast kasnije u toku sutrašnjeg dana, preksutrašnjeg. U svakom slučaju napišite nam uvijek vaše komentare, pitanja, bit će nam super drago ako možemo da ih prenesemo našim budućim gostima. I evo, ovo je tek bio 4. dan svjetskog prvenstva, sutra ponovo interesantne utakmice, da samo spomenemo redom neke, znači prvo Švicarska i Kamerun, već u 11 sati, to će biti isto poslastica po meni, super utakmica. Onda Urugvaj i Južna Koreja, Urugvajci moja omiljena reprezentacija. Onda naravno Portugal protiv Gane, ne znaš ko je od koga zanimljiviji, da li Portugal ili Gana, i načinom igre i sastavom igrača. I onda na kraju večeri šlag na tortu Brazil protiv Srbije. Mislim da će sutrašnji dan biti također.
Počelo je dosta loše, prvi dan onako kamilica, utakmica, a onda kako idemo dalje sve je bolje i bolje.
Bravo.
Neka tako i ostane, a hoćemo se odjaviti.
Odjavit ćemo se s time da ću imam jednu zamolbu za naše gledatelje. Napišite nam da li biste željeli jednu posebnu emisijicu, možda preksutra, u vezi naše hrvatske reprezentacije, da malo neku dublju analizu napravimo i kakva su vaše razmišljanja. Napišite u komentare da li je ova utakmica sa Marokom za vas neriješen rezultat kao neuspjeh ili je to za vas ok da smo odigrali prvu utakmicu sa tako nezgodnim protivnikom neriješeno 0-0. Baš bi me to zanimalo. Vlado, a tebe?
Dobro, pa mene isto, ali hoćeš li nagraditi nekoga? Daj neku nagradu da podijelimo.
Znaš šta, imam jedan dres Davida Alabe, baš sam jučer gledao nešto, slučajno sam naletio na njega i to u austrijski dres, to kad su bili igrali protiv Hrvatske u Conference League. Evo, stavit ćemo to kao nagradu, a sad šta ćemo napraviti i na koji način ćemo ga pokloniti, dajte nam malo vremena da razmislimo šta da napravimo, ali evo sad vam već govorim, svako ko napiše komentar za našu utakmicu Hrvatska protiv Maroka, da li je to vidio kao uspjeh ili kao neuspjeh, bit će u toj nagradnoj igri i jedini je još uvjet da podijeli ovaj video dalje na YouTube-u, tako da, eto, više ljudi može sudjelovati. Šta kažeš?
I po 100 kuna. Pa čovječe da se mogu vratiti iz Katra.
Ma vratit ćeš sad, ne brini brigu. To ćemo već nekako riješiti, Vlado. Eto, nek podijele naš podcast, to jest ovaj stream, i nek napišu komentar. That's it, to je za prvo da budu unutar bubnja za nagradu.
Ajmo mi prvo dobiti Kanađane, pa ćemo sve drugo lakše.
Ma dobit ćemo ih, brate, šta ti je. Danas smo igrali malo pod ručnom, i zagrijali se. Kad mi dođemo na radnu temperaturu, bit će tu rezultata ko Španjolci što su pošamarali redom sve.
Dobro, slažem se. Iz tvojih usta u Božje uši.
Hvala, nadam se da će tako biti.
Idemo.
Važi. Pozdrav ljudi, svako dobro.
Čujemo se, laku noć, dobro jutro, doviđenja.